Hello students, welcome to the video class for the subject Generation, Transmission and Distribution. This subject is for 4th semester Diploma Electrical Engineering students. So today we are going to study about the topic nuclear power station. So after studying this nuclear power station, we can able to know about the operating principle of nuclear power plant. We can know the advantages, disadvantages of nuclear power plant. We can compare nuclear power plant with other two power stations like hydro and thermal power station. Then we can able to know which power station will operate how at what efficiency. Okay, so let's begin from nuclear power plant. So see, nuclear power plant means what? It is a generating station in which nuclear energy is converted into electrical energy. Is known as nuclear power station. So in nuclear power station, what happens? See, heavy elements such as uranium 235 and thorium 232 are subjected to nuclear fission process in a special apparatus known as reactor. So the heat energy thus released is utilized in raising steam at high temperature and pressure. The steam runs the steam turbine, which converts steam energy into mechanical energy, and the turbine drives the alternator, which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. So the most important feature of nuclear power station is that huge amount of electrical energy can be produced from relatively small amount of nuclear fuel as compared to other conventional type of power station. It is found that complete fission of 1 kg of uranium can produce as much as energy can be produced by burning 4,500 tons of high-grade coal. So, although the recovery of principal nuclear fuel like uranium thorium is difficult and expensive, but the total energy content of the estimated world reserves of these fuels are considerably higher than those of conventional fuel like coal, oil and gas. So at present energy crisis is gripping us, and therefore nuclear energy can be successfully employed for producing low cost electrical energy on a large scale to meet the growing commercial and industrial demand. So see what are the advantages and disadvantages of nuclear power plant. So here the amount of fuel is quite small. This is one advantages. Okay, so we can save the cost of fuel transportation. The next one is it require less space as compared to other type of same size. It has low running charges as compared as small. It has low running charges as small amount as fuel is used for producing bulk electrical energy. So this type of plant is very economical. Okay, it can be located near load center because it does not require large quantity of water and need not be near coal mines. Therefore, the cost of primary distribution is reduced, and there are large deposits of nuclear fuel available all over the world. So therefore, such plant can ensure continued supply of electrical energy for thousands of years, and it ensures reliability of operation. Okay, so what are the disadvantages? See, fuel cost is expensive. Fuel is expensive, so difficult to recover. Its capital cost is also very high as compared to other plants, and its erection and commissioning of plant require greater technical knowledge persons. So the fission byproduct are generally radioactive, so it may cause dangerous amount of radioactive pollution, and maintenance charges are also high due to lack of standardization. So high salary of specially trained personnel employed to handle this plant. Okay, so this also raise the cost of this plant. So nuclear power plant are not well suited for varying load. Okay, as the reactor does not respond to the load fluctuation frequently or efficiently, and the disposal of byproducts which are radioactive is a big problem. So these are the disadvantages of nuclear power plant. The next one is the schematic arrangement of nuclear power station. So in the schematic arrangement, it is divided into the following stages, that is the nuclear reactor, heat exchanger, steam turbine, then alternator. Okay, So let's start with nuclear reactor. So this is the schematic arrangement of nuclear power station. So this is the nuclear reactor, this is heat exchanger portion, this is nuclear reactor, then this is the turbine portion, and the last one is alternator. This is the alternator section. So these are the main stages. Okay, so how nuclear and reactor will operate, how heat exchanger will operate, how turbine will operate, how alternator is working, we will discuss one by one. So this is the schematic arrangement of nuclear power station. Just go through this diagram thoroughly. Then nuclear reactor. See what happens in nuclear reactor. It is an apparatus in which nuclear fuel, that is uranium-235, is subjected to nuclear fission. So it controls the chain reaction that starts when the fission is done. Okay, so if the chain reaction is not controlled, the result will be explosion due to the fast increase in the energy released. Okay, so the nuclear reactor is a cylindrical stout pressure vessel and houses fuel rods of uranium and moderator and control rods. Okay, so see, this is the nuclear reactor diagram. This is a nuclear reactor, this is a pressure vessel. Inside this, these are the fuel rod, uranium fuel rod. These are the moderators, which is made up of graphite. This is the control rod, which is made up of cadmium. Okay, so the fuel rods constitute the fission material and release huge amount of energy when bombarded with slow moving neutron. The moderator consists of graphite rods which enclose the fuel rods. The moderator slows down the neutron before they bombard the fuel rod. The control rod of cadmium are inserted into the reactor. Cadmium is strong neutron absorber. Okay, cadmium is strong neutron absorber and thus regulate the supply of neutrons for fission. So when control rod are pushed in deep enough, they absorb most of fission neutron and hence few are available for chain reaction, which therefore stops. Okay, so however, as they are being withdrawn, more and more of the fission neutron cause fission and hence the intensity of chain reaction is increased. Therefore, by pulling out the control rod, power of the nuclear reactor is increased, whereas by pushing them in, it is reduced. Okay, so in actual practice, the lowering or raising of control rod is accomplished automatically according to the requirement of load. Okay, so the heat produced in the reactor is removed by the coolant. Generally, sodium metal is the coolant. The coolant carries the heat to the heat exchanger. So see, this is the process. So these moderators are for slow down the movement or the speed of the neutrons, and these cadmium control rods are to absorb the fast moving neutrons. Okay, and these cadmium rods are the main thing which control the production of electrical energy according to the load fluctuation. So after production of heat energy, the sodium metal is the coolant here, which sodium metal is the now converted into hot metal. So this hot metal is transferred to this heat exchanger, and here the heat energy absorbed by sodium metal is transferred to this heat exchanger. Here this is the water level section, here this is the water inlet pipe, and this is the steam section, this is the steam outlet pipe. So by transferring heat energy from sodium metal to the water is converted into steam, and this steam is stored here and it is transferred to the turbine through this steam outlet pipe. And the sodium metal, which is now it is a cold metal, it is now it is in cold form. The cold sodium metal now transferred again to the pressure vessel. So the next one is the heat exchanger. The coolant gives off heat to the heat exchanger, which is utilized in raising the steam. So after giving off heat, the coolant is again fed to the reactor. Then the next part is the steam turbine. The steam produced in the heat exchanger is led to the steam turbine through a valve. Okay, so after doing a useful work in the turbine, a steam is exhausted to condenser. The condenser condenses the steam which is fed to the heat exchanger through the feed water pump. Then the next part is the alternator. So what happens in alternator? The steam turbine drives the alternator which converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy. The output from the alternator is delivered to the bus bar through transformer, circuit breaker, isolator. So this is all about your nuclear power plant. So in the next video session we will discuss about the solar power plant. Okay, thank you.